Hello and welcome back to the One Life podcast. This is episode 134, parenting tip number 72. We're starting with number 72 because that's where we are at our house today. As you might know, my husband Rob and I have 9 children. Yes, they are all ours. They range in ages from 27 down to 12. Between the two of us, Rob and I have racked up over 246 years of collective parenting experience, and we have the wrinkles and the gray hairs to prove it. 3 years ago, we relocated to Colorado. So, if you have a large family, sometimes what you do is just move to another state and leave a few of the kids behind. Cuts the problems in half. Easy. Haha. That's not really the tip, but it is along those lines, so stay with me for a minute. I'm reminded of a quote by Jeffrey R. Holland. He says, quote, "When working with young people, we often underestimate their capacity and overestimate their experience," end quote. Let that sink in for a moment. What he means is that our kids are often way more capable than we give them credit for. They have the capacity, they're smart, resourceful, and they can handle more than we think. But they might lack the experience to know how to apply that capacity in a new situation. For example, our high school kids can juggle 6 different classes, manage social drama, maybe a part-time job, extracurriculars, and all the things. But then they might have absolutely no idea where the stamp goes on a letter. As parents, our natural instinct is often to jump in and fix everything, to solve the problem for them. All you moms out there, there's no doubt in my mind that you can live your kids' life way better than they ever could. However, that's exactly what we shouldn't do. Here's the truth. When we constantly fix things for our kids, we unintentionally weaken their problem-solving muscles. They start to doubt their own abilities and they become dependent on us to bail them out. And that's one reason why moving to Colorado became a blessing for our family, an albeit undesired or undesirable blessing. So in the past 3 years, our older kids have gone through some seriously tough stuff. Tough life challenges, obstacles, the kind of things that nightmares are made of. And it's been painful, so painful for me to only be a supportive role from afar. I've wanted to swoop in and go all mama bear on some boyfriends, on some coaches, and even on my own kids at times. But here's what I've had to learn again and again. My kids don't need me to swoop in and fix their problems. They need me to love them, to listen to them, to believe in them, and to offer perspective only when they ask for it. A couple weeks ago, I visited my 2 eldest daughters in Utah. One is currently planning her wedding, and the other is recovering from an unexpected ACL surgery. And you know what? They're doing okay. Well, they're doing more than okay. They're thriving. Yes, my daughter had to go wedding dress shopping by herself. And yes, my other daughter woke up from surgery to some very bad news. But they're okay. There was one moment when my daughter, who had surgery, she had just managed to shower and get dressed, which is a huge achievement when you can't bend your leg. And she sat down on the couch with this big sigh. She was exhausted. It was such a simple thing, but it was so difficult. And I just felt this overwhelming sense of awe, not for what she had just done, but for how she had done it. It was a reminder of how she's handled every challenge before and a preview of how she'll continue to handle the challenges to come. And so parenting tip number 72, no swooping. Your kid does not need you to fix. They need your love, your listening ear, and your perspective only when invited. The more problems they solve on their own, the stronger and more resilient they will become. So today's invitation is simple. The next time your child comes to you in crisis mode or even just for a simple decision, love them, listen to them, and believe in them. And offer your perspective only when invited. May your parenting, grandparenting, or even your aunting relationships be blessed. Until next time, keep living your best life.